Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. National's tax plan has come under scathing attack from a group of economists, both from the left and right, who have found that at best their foreign buyers tax plan is short about $500 million a year.
That tax is a key part of the National Party's promise to provide tax cuts. But as political editor Jenna Lynch explains, National is still refusing to accept they might have a problem.
Finding friends on a day he really needs them.
Now, I always like to reassure bald men that you're a good-looking man.
Well, we're winning, aren't we?
We're giving it a good go, my friend.
He's being given a good go over his holy tax plan.
I know, our tax plan's rock solid.
Luxon's refusing to release the rock-solid modelling behind his assumption National will pull in $740 million a year from taxing overseas buyers of luxury homes.
We've looked at our numbers very closely. We've had them independently reviewed.
In the absence of any modelling from National, a group of 3 economists has done it for them. Michael Riddell, a former Reserve Bank analyst, hardly sympathetic to the left, says there's a massive hole.
And the bottom line was you just get nowhere near their numbers on any plausible assumptions.
CoreLogic's Nick Goodall too.
It is difficult to see how those figures are plausible.
They, along with Sam Warburton, modelled 3 scenarios. Remember, National needs to raise, on average, $740 million a year. The most generous scenario, which assumed a growth in housing stock and sales, found the policy would generate nearly $290 million a year, leaving National about $450 million short. Their most likely scenario was it making $212.7 million. That leaves a $527 million hole.
Calm down, just let me step you through it. There's 4,000 houses sold to foreigners before the ban, right? Where our plan assumes less than around 1,600 houses need to be sold.
Actually, National's based their numbers on 1,700 house sales per year. The economists' best case scenario picked it would really be more like 708, 514 of which would be houses priced over $2 million and 194 homes that would otherwise sell for under $2 million, but overseas buyers would pay more than market value for.
Our view is that their modelling is flawed.
I mean, I spent 30 years working at the Reserve Bank, a couple of years working at Treasury.
So you're better than him?
I am confident in our numbers, and I think the assumptions he's made are flawed.
Very few people have ever seriously picked holes in my numbers or analysis.
I think the National Party's economic credibility is in tatters here.
But National's digging in.
Well, that's those economists. It's their opinion.
We're happy to release the full model, so tell us what part of the assumptions we've made that are incorrect, and ideally compare it right next to their model to see where the differences might be.
Instead of releasing the papers, Willis took aim at the 3 independent economists, essentially accusing them of colluding with Labor.
I predicted that Labor would try and say that our policies didn't add up.
Categorically no.
It looks like the preferred option is going to continue to be to bluster and to deny and hope that the news moves on.
If National can't find enough money, it leaves them 3 options: borrow more, cancel the tax cuts, or find some more public service cuts.
Can I say thank you very much for the chopping block? I really appreciate that.
What are you going to cut?
We're confident we will deliver our tax plan in the way that we have set out.
They have a tax cut plan that doesn't add up.
National is quickly discovering
You got to get the Luxon one. It's awesome.
not many think their foreign buyers' numbers are as awesome as they do.
Well, Jenna joins us now from Queenstown. Kia ora, Jenna. Wow. So how much pressure does this put on National?
Well, enough that Nicola Willis recited by rote what she did to do her modelling today. While she won't release the paperwork, she told us what she did to do her workings, which was look at the sales before the foreign buyers ban was in place, saw that most overseas buyers were buying in high-priced markets like here in Queenstown, then projected how many houses they would sell once the tax is in place, accounting for the tax being a deterrent and excluding the Aussies and the Singaporeans because they would be exempt from the tax. Now, Castalia, the outfit that reviewed National's plan, has also come out, put out a statement and say they still back National's plan. But the question marks over this policy are multiplying by the day. This is not tiddlywinks. This is $500 million a year, $2 billion in total that National may be missing to deliver its tax cuts. Now, Nicola Willis is about to go head-to-head with Grant Robertson in a finance debate here in Queenstown, and you can bet your bottom foreign buyer's dollar that this finance fight, a significant chunk of it, will be spent debating whether or not National's numbers add up.
Political editor Jenna Lynch. Tēnā koe.